Hi, my name is Tim, and I would like to welcome you to the Intuit Link integration video, the first of a two-part series reviewing the functionality of Intuit Link and Intuit Tax Online. Today I will be reviewing how to invite an ITO client to start collaborating with you using the Intuit Link program. Before we get started, I'd like to give you a quick overview of why we think Intuit Link is the right tool for you and your client. Link provides a secure location via 256-bit encryption where you can gather your client's tax data. You will also be able to send requests back and forth between you and your clients. With Link, you can create a custom client questionnaire and request tax documents based on prior year returns. Link also provides an accountant and client a dashboard that shows what has been submitted and what is missing to ensure nothing falls between the cracks. So, let's get started. We begin by logging into ITO. Then we select the client you want to invite to Link. From this point, we can either click on the Send Request to Client under the Data Request column, or we can click on the gear icon under the Actions column and choose Collect Data Electronically. Next, you will see a list of requested tax documents and questions from the questionnaire. By default, the list of requested documents is based on a standard 2014 tax return. To create a checklist based on a prior year return, select it from the drop-down menu and click Apply. If you would not like to request any documents from the client, uncheck the Include List of Requested Tax Document checkbox. You can also delete items from the requested documents by clicking on the trash can icon next to the item. To add a new document request, click on the Add New Item button at the bottom of the requested documents list. Next, we have questions from the questionnaire. Just like the list above, here you can modify, add, or remove questions. To omit the questions, uncheck the Include Questionnaire checkbox. To delete a specific question, click the trash icon on the right of the question. To modify a question, simply click in the question field and begin typing. To add a new question, click on the Add New Items at the bottom of the questions list. To save any changes you have made as a template, you can click on the Save as My Template button at the bottom of the screen. So now let's send the checklist and questionnaire that you just created to Link so that you can start collaborating with your client. Simply click on the Send to Intuit Link button located at the bottom. At this point, you've finished most of your functions in ITO for the Link process. You can continue working in ITO by clicking on the Return to ITO button on the left, or you can go on and go to Link by clicking on the Go to Intuit Link button on the right. Now let's go to the accountant's webpage at link.intuit.com/accountant. It is important that you use the same sign-in credentials for Intuit Link that you use for Intuit Tax Online. From the clients list, let's select the same client and review their current request, how to invite them to use Link, and how to send them additional requests. You will notice the request bar located in the center of the screen. Below this is all of our current requests for this client. This section is able to be sorted by clicking on any of the column titles: Type, Request, Response, etc. Once we have reviewed their current request, we can add additional requests. Before we start sending requests, we need to choose which type of request we have: questions or a request for documentation, and select which we want. For this test, we are going to add one request of each type. First, we are going to request the W-2 from this client. So we select Document and then type W-2 in the request field and click Save. For the taxpayer, this will create the request, to which he can attach a file containing the document. Now we are going to ask the client if they have had a change of status. We will first select Yes or No answer and then type in the question in the field. Then we click Save. Finally, we are going to ask the client what the sale value of the rental property was. We start by selecting Open-Ended Answer and then typing our question in the field below and clicking Save. Now I would like to point out the status in the top right corner. You will notice that we now show several documents and questions in draft. This screen gives you the ability to monitor the transition of requests from draft to sent to the client to completed by the client. It is a great tool for identifying how many items are still in each phase and where any potential delays could be. The final and most important part of making requests of your client is to send the actual invitation and request. Whether your requests were generated as part of an organizer or questionnaire or entered manually, they will all start in draft form and require that you click the Invite and Send button or the Send button to send them to your client. This will send all draft requests for this specific client. This will open the Invite client to the Intuit Link letter. You can customize the invitation letter for each client. Once you are happy with the wording on the invitation, just click on the Send Invite button. This is a great opportunity to reach out to your client and remind them that they will be receiving this email and giving them a general explanation about what Link is and how it will help you and them. If you need to send an additional request at a later date to the same client, then you will have a Send Request to Client letter open. Just as the first letter, this letter is fully customizable. Once you are happy with the second letter, simply click Send Request. Now I would like to point out that all the statuses have updated from draft to sent. Now your initial part as the preparer is complete and it's up to the taxpayer to finish their part. We will follow the email you just created and sent in the next video, The Taxpayer's Journey Through Link. Thank you so much for your time. We hope you have a great day.